Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a matchup between Epictus, playing as the Britons and hailing from Canada, versus Edge777, who's from Peru and playing as the Chinese. The map is Arena. I've cast some of Epictus's videos before. He heavily favors the Britons, going with longbows, etc. And so we have to imagine he's probably going to do a similar thing here. But it'll be interesting going up against Chinese. Chinese have a lot that they can choose from. Now, one of the things they can choose from is a Chuganu, which are an anti-archer unit and excel at taking out other archer civs. It's just a strong civilization as well. I would say a stronger economy than the Britons, even though the Britons do have a strong early economy. Coming over here, Epictus doing what he's well known for now, or becoming known for now, and that is walling off his resources in the front. From what I've seen, one of the things that Epictus does pretty well is map control. Much better than the other players that he is going up against. Now, forgot to mention the Elo. The Elo is 600 and change for both players. So probably eligible for the title of Elo Legend. He's actually gained some Elo since I started first casting him. I think when I started, he was in the 500s. And both players are in Castle Age now. So Red opened with archers, which makes sense. You want to go into crossbows and maybe even arbalists, because you can produce so much more and not be restricted to producing it from your castle. Blue going into Chukunu, unsurprisingly. Getting a second layer of defensive wall up as well. And those are kind of a throwaway there for Red. Red is really doing a good job of getting these relics though. Sneaking them right back to his base. I do like the fact that the monastery is further back as well. Has two so far.
Salve.
Third relic there. One right here that he could probably grab. And yeah, so yeah, all 5 relics. So if this game goes long, it'll be heavily in Red's favor because he's going to hold units and be able to tech into different things if he needs to, whereas Blue will not be able to. And interesting, Blue did not take his deer. A ton of farms, and I think I would have placed the farms further back where this is so much safer. And this is more exposed to raiding if you get pushed in. It looks like Red did take his deer. Nope, I spoke too soon. Okay, yeah. I think that's kind of a mistake, honestly. Like, this is 4 deer, 140 food apiece. It's just sitting there. And, I mean, chances are you're probably going to add a mill in at some point anyway, so why not just drop a mill if you don't feel comfortable pushing them in? And I think, yeah, you should be able to take that relic without being ranged. We'll see if he does. No, I guess not. Going for another castle, and Red is in Imperial Age. Blue is 35% of the way. Blue adding in siege workshops now. Maybe thinking Mangonels or Scorpions versus the siege, or versus the longbows. The problem is you're gonna have to have something somehow to get into there because the freaking Brits have such long range. Either some kind of meat shield to distract their fire or something like that. And here come the wall-offs. Already has good map control as far as taking the resources outside of his own base. Even got this guy patrolling over here to make sure that no one comes running over here to take resources. I like that. I could probably do that more myself. And looks like this one castle's going to go down. Blue's finally an imp. And Red is getting the rest of his archer upgrades.
Yay.
Blue's repairing this castle and building a third castle. Oh no! Oh man, that's a waste right there. I don't know if you thought maybe he could range the trebs. I'm not sure. No, I mean he can see. Oh man, you're running. Oh, that's such a waste right there. Huh. Okay, going into scorpions. Okay. The problem is if he sets his archers to open ranks, open formation, loose formation, whatever you want to call it, and just keeps backing up, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot with that. I think maybe mass skirms with some kind of stable unit might be better. Especially because another thing Epictus likes to do is he likes to go for the, I think it's Warwolf technology. Let's see. Yeah, Warwolf technology where the trebs are just insanely strong. They have that blast damage. Repair that treb. Oh, loses that treb. It's a lot of scorpions though. Oh man, losing those trebs too. And look at this wall off, man. Almost complete too. Got a bona fide treb war here. Oh, he finally got that relic. So now he's gonna have all 5 relics. And let's check out the economies real quick. 73 to 95, so blue is booming much more than red is.
Yay.
That seems to be an area that Epictus still struggles in, is getting the right amount of villagers quickly. In the one video that I posted before that he won against a Franks player, he had half the villagers that the Franks player had and still won, which is good that he still won, but definitely need to have enough villagers. Ideally, depending on what your unit composition is, you want 100 to 120, maybe even 130 villagers. I sometimes, actually a lot of times, overboom and then have to delete some villagers, but you know, if I can collect those resources that are hard to gather at some point or non-existent, then I'm cool with it. Especially just for 50 food. And these scorpions are actually doing a really good job pushing red back. He doesn't have much of an army. Huh. Yeah, this is not looking. He actually doesn't have any castles. Has 1 monastery and a barracks. That's it back home, and then 2 barracks here and a stable. He really has no military at all. If blue were to target this gate right now and then send his troops in, I think it would be GG for red. What are you doing, dude? Why go into his eco and absolutely wreck him whenever I could target a spot in a defensive wall and go fight his production buildings instead? Oh my goodness. About a 30 villager lead for blue and about 30 military lead for blue as well. So commanding lead for blue versus red. Finally gets a castle up back here. Epictus getting out some scout. 0 upgrades on them.
Ready. Mandatum.
0 upgrades on the pikes. This should be a slaughter. This should be over with. Blue should absolutely wreck red. He has nothing. Oh, he has an archery range over here too. He really has next to nothing. But blue is being extremely cautious. And allowing red a chance to get back into the fight. Red's still not creating any extra villagers. I guess 76 is good enough, huh? Oh, that's a lot of idle villagers. So, you might as well build your lumber camps on the tree line. Because you're going to cut so quickly around it. The when you want to have a 1-tile gap is going to be on your mining camps. And maybe like your foraging, like on berries. So mining camps would be better to have a 1-tile gap. That way they can walk back and forth in between, because these things have 800 resources for gold. I think it's 350 for stone. But trees typically only have 100 wood. So you're going to create that gap really quick compared to on the mining camp. And if you have a 1-tile gap between the mining camp and the gold, it's going to really help you be more efficient collecting that resource because they can just walk back and forth, you know, a milli hair between the mining camp and the resources. And this is just a death ball for blue. Just a huge death ball. He did get one attack upgrade and an armor upgrade. His longbows are pretty well upgraded. Now, honestly, I think with the amount of gold that he has in the bank, he needs to transition more bills to wood and just go into arbs instead of longbows. Or even if you made knights right now, nothing blue has would counter Cav. Getting some Cavalier. He's got skirms, he's got some Chikanu, he's got some siege. He doesn't really have any answer for Cav. I think if you go into Cavalier, easily could handle this. Because I don't understand why red is making pikes, honestly. There's nothing that blue has that pikes counter. Pikes are just a trash unit, complete trash. The only thing they do well against is Cav, and that's because of their bonus damage. I mean, I guess blue did have some. Did he have? Yeah, he had some light Cav, but I don't know. I think. Oh, could be huge right here. I think definitely going for Cav would be the right choice, and that Chukunu could absolutely mop this up, and he's gonna wall it off. Oh, that's funny. Oh man. And what an interesting place to farm. Like, you have all this free space back here. I guess his villagers are already forward, but that's like super risky. Look at these Warwolf trebuchets using the attack ground, pulverizing the dead bodies of these poor skirms. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh. He was already low on the villager count to begin with, but now it's dropping drastically, 61 villas to 126, and yeah, walk to the other side of the wall, that way you don't lose those villagers too. Well, you're gonna lose that one villager. This is not looking good for Epictus. Oh my goodness. If blue just pushed into this economy, there's nothing to prevent him. His only castle's forward over here. And target the trebs. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you need a way to get in. If you want to, build some petards and just petard your way in. Sending one regular battering ram against a castle is not the best idea, I can tell you that. And it doesn't look like Red's concerned about creating more villagers. He's down to 54. And I think that's something, I mean, at 600 elo, it's not really surprising, but that's something that you can really improve yourself, is if you know you've lost vills, create more vills. That way your economy can bounce back. If you know you lost vills and you don't create vills, you're in a bad spot. And blue's lost some vills too. Not sure exactly where at, but he's down to 107. Maybe he deleted some. 107. So he still has about double the vills that red has. And red has so many resources in the bank. Only 89 pop. But he has 3,000 food and almost 7,000 gold. For the love of God, make units. Something I see 600, 700, 800 elo players sometimes struggle at is they'll be banking thousands and thousands and thousands of resources. If you're not pop capped, get pop capped. And once you're pop capped, make sure you get your upgrades. And once you've got your upgrades, if you got an ally or a teammate. If you got a teammate that is struggling, send them your extra resources. Get them pop capped. That's really what you want. You want to have as many units on the field as possible. Don't just be banking up a ton of resources, because it's just not going to do you any good. Enjoying a little Coca-Cola. Didn't put any rum in it this time, but a lot of times there's a distillery in Virginia called the Belmont Distillery, and we'll go up there. They do everything from start to finish. They grow their own like rye and barley and rice and all the stuff that you need to make these different types of liquors and stuff and whiskey, and then they make it all right there in these giant distilleries, and it's so freaking good. So I'll get some rum from them and put it in some Coke. Really good stuff. But just enjoying regular Coke right now. Trying to cut back on how much alcohol I drink, and I really don't drink that much, honestly. I'll have like one drink a night kind of thing, but you know, still not the best for you. And Red's just looking decimated, honestly. He's down to 1 castle again, and he's got 13 military, and that's Trebs and monks mostly. 10 military. Oh, and only 50 villagers. Blue, for the love of God, you have everything going for you, dude. Just finish him off. A couple of petards right here, and all that light cav you keep creating just mops up everything in here. But instead your light cav are running around here fighting halbs. And get your upgrades. 1 attack upgrade? Come on, dude. Like, get your upgrades.
Yay.
And walling this off again. Oh. 15 military to 70 military. There's no excuse. Oh, adding some stables. Maybe we'll see some knights, some cavalier maybe? Oh, is this castle going to go down too? Oh, it almost did. Having to repair it. No, he's going into light cav. You have 7,200 gold. Okay, so another thing. We'll back it up here for a second. I get 600 elo, so I'm not pooping on you at all, Epictus. Okay, I'm just saying it for anyone who's a lower elo person. Use your gold. Use your gold. Okay, I see too many times lower elo people will start off with trash units. No. Use your gold. Trash units are for the late game, whenever you have no more gold, or when you're running low on gold because all you have is relic, you know, gold or something like that. Use your gold, because if this guy had half a brain blue and he pushed into your base, you wouldn't have anything that could really clean it up. Use your gold. Almost 7,000 gold. Make Cavalier. Make Cavalier, and I understand he's Chinese. He can make camels. Well, that's fine. That's going to cost him gold too. He doesn't have any relics. Let's see how much gold he has in the bank. Yeah, he's got 4. He has used a lot more gold than you have. So, if you did... Oh, he's buying gold right now. If you did go into Cavalier, he would have to go into Halbs, and you could probably do so much damage while he's going into Halbs. Because he's not going to be able to afford camel. There's just no way. And Red is adding more village. Yes! Proud of you. 63 villagers. I think that's an extra 13 villagers from where he was at, 50. Good. Good, good, good. And actually has more military than Blue. What? Oh, he's got a second castle up. He's getting his longbow numbers back up. This is a war of attrition. What are these light cav doing? Are they trying to attract fire or something? He's attack grounding his trebuchets with Warwolf, and the blue light cav keep running right into it, and oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. What a waste too. All that food down the drain. He's still firing in the same area. And all of a sudden, somehow, Red has 97 military, 98 military to Blue's 41. And his is primarily gold. Fully upgraded elite longbowmen? What the hell just happened? How much gold does Red have now? Still 6,000 gold in the bank, so he can keep pumping these bad boys out for a while. Oh my goodness! Use them as a meat shield. Use the light cav as a meat shield. Get them in front. Don't throw away your expensive longbows versus, or even halbs. That'd be even better meat shield. Okay, he cleaned it up pretty well. Oh, you want to get through here now? Sir, you're about I don't know, 30 minutes late. And don't send pikes. Send in all that light cav you kept making. It looks like red is gonna make a comeback. Should not have been allowed to come back, but yeah. Just look at that. Losing Trebs. Still has 5,000 gold in the bank. Blue has 11. Still would like to see red add more villagers, so only at 63. And refresh a lumber camp too would be nice. But this death ball of freaking longbows. Oh my goodness, 134 military. Jeez. He's almost pop capped, just primarily military. He's like, I don't need more villagers. He's pop capped. I just need 137 longbows, well, minus a couple light cav halbs, and so like 120 longbows. I'm good. 120 longbows, we're good to go. I don't need an economy. Blue is making a mistake of trickling them in there. Your only hope is to go in there as a bunch. And despite having so many more villagers, and despite having all the forward momentum, just like that, red is back in the game and somehow making progress. Oh my goodness. Let me slow that down. Do these... Yeah, get all your upgrades, dude. Like, do they have chemistry? Let's see. If I could watch one actually fire, but they're not even fire. Okay, they do have chemistry, okay. He needs so many more. Oh, he's just getting absolutely shredded by these longbows. And now the Trebs are taking out the production buildings as well. Pop capped. Still has 4,600 gold and climbing due to the relics. I think this is GG. Blue, you had him on the ropes, man. You had him on the ropes. Oh, where you must have abused the hell out of that market. Yeah, he's down on a lot of resources. Yeah, that is a ton of scorpions. I don't know though. We're talking about 120 longbows. And he has some light cav. Maybe if these were Khmer scorpions. These are just Chinese scorpions. Oh, using the Warwolf Trebs too against and the longbow range. Oh my goodness. Does not even really seem to be affecting that much. Getting some kills, but oh, losing so much. You might as well try to get one more shot off of that. Jeez. 13 military to 126. Okay, I was about to say, I don't know why Blue's still playing. Red's got a 10,000 score lead, despite having 30 less villagers, and we're talking 137 military to 2. Jeez, well done to Epictis for hanging in there and pulling out a pretty crazy comeback win there. He was on the ropes. I mean, Blue could have finished him off. Gave him time, and that's all he needed to come back. Alright guys, we'll catch you guys next time.